Hole-in-one!
This is my biggest project ever. The Wii was Nintendo's most popular home console. Now the Switch might have something to say about that in like a few years, but for right now, the Wii is still on top. It was a phenomenon, and with that, a lot of mysteries arise. And that is why today I am covering the ultimate Nintendo Wii and Wii U Iceberg. Bruh. For those who don't know, a iceberg image is a visual representation on how well known a fact is in a certain topic. The higher up the fact is placed, the more well known or common knowledge it is to a general audience, and the lower and lower and deeper we go into the iceberg, the more unknown, hidden, or obscure the facts get. Iceberg images usually come from the saying, "It's just the tip of the iceberg," or surface level knowledge. Try and keep that in mind while watching this video. This iceberg chart was made by Mari with icebergcharts.com. Thank you for creating this, it was awesome, and I just really want to give the credit where credit is due. This iceberg has over 200 entries, and that is a lot for just one man. So that is why I have called upon some of my good and close friends to cover some of the entries. You will see their profile pictures coming across the screen right now. They will take in turns covering layers 2, 3, 4, and 5, introducing themselves, and then completing the layer, and then handing it off to the next person. Also, boys, make sure to subscribe because I don't really make iceberg content, but I might be more in the future depending on how well this video goes. I did have fun making it, and also make sure to subscribe to everyone in the description and follow their socials. They are all great people and they all deserve their attention, and make sure to maybe check out some of my other content. It's pretty good, but it's still early ages for me, so inevitably it will get better. And with that, let's start layer 1. Wii Remote. The Wii Remote is the controller for the Wii, and some people call it the Wiimote. There was a separate accessory made for the Wii Remote called the Wii Motion Plus. It connected to the bottom of the Wii Remote and added a gyro sensor which allowed for more accurate motion detection. The Wii Shop channel. This channel was where you could buy legacy console content called Virtual Console, and specifically made Wii games made by smaller developers or just smaller games made by Nintendo through WiiWare. This is also where the Wii Shop channel theme came from. Unfortunately, this was the last Wii channel that used the internet to be shut down, being discontinued on the 30th of January 2019. Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. Wii Sports is the patent title for the Wii, selling 82.9 million copies, and was used to show off the power of the Wii Remote. It had 5 sports: tennis, baseball, bowling, golf, and boxing. Wii Sports Resort is a sequel to Wii Sports with 12 sports altogether, and was bundled in with a Wii Motion Plus, which enhanced the motion capabilities of the Wii Remote, and the game was made off to show the capabilities of the Wii Motion Plus. We would like to play. This was the phrase 2 Japanese businessmen would say in the first Wii commercials. They would knock on random people's doors, introduce them with the "We would like to play" slogan, and then show off one of the many games to them. Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 is a kart racing video game developed and published by Nintendo. It was the first game in the Mario Kart series to be released in full HD. It was released for the Wii U in 2014. Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii is a 2008 kart racing video game developed and published by Nintendo for the Wii. It is the 6th installment in the Mario Kart series. Mario Kart Wii was released worldwide in April of 2008. Miis. Miis are virtual avatars used on the Wii, 3DS, Wii U, and Switch, and you can use them in several games such as Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. New play control. This series of games was just Nintendo re-releasing some of their GameCube games, but now with extra features that the Wii can now use. One of the main examples of this is Mario Power Tennis, where now you can use the motion controls of the Wii Remote to use your Wii Remote as a tennis racket to hit the ball. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. New Super Mario Bros. Wii is a 2D side-scrolling platform video game developed by Nintendo for the Wii. This game is a follow-up to the 2006 Nintendo DS game New Super Mario Bros. It was first released in Australia, North America, and Europe in November of 2009, followed by Japan a month later. It was the first Mario game to use 4-player multiplayer on the same screen at the same time. News and forecast channels. These channels were used to, you might have guessed it, tell you recent news and weather. It was shut down when Wii Connect 24 discontinued. Nintendo Network. This was Nintendo's Wi-Fi connection service for the Wii U and 3DS. Like the Wi-Fi connection on the Wii, it allowed users to connect to Nintendo servers to use special features on the console and play games online, all for free. Nintendo Revolution. Nintendo Revolution was the name of the console during its early stages of development, and it was shown off during E3 2005 during its initial reveal. Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. This was a free service that Nintendo offered which allowed users to connect to the internet and play supported Wii games online. Some of the more famous games to use this feature were Mario Kart Wii and Super Smash Bros. Brawl. This was also used on the DS as well and shut down on the 20th of May 2014. Nunchuck. This was an accessory that you plugged into the bottom of the Wii Remote that allowed you to get an actual control stick. Splatoon. Splatoon is a third-person shooter video game franchise created by Hisashi Nogami and developed and owned by Nintendo. Splatoon was released for the Wii U in May of 2015. Super Mario 3D World. Super Mario 3D World is a platform game created and published by Nintendo for the Wii U in 2013. It is the 6th original 3D platform game in the Super Mario series and the sequel to Super Mario 3D Land for the 3DS. Super Mario Maker. Super Mario Maker is a 2015 side-scrolling platform game and game creation system developed and published by Nintendo for the Wii U, releasing worldwide in September of 2015. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Super Smash Bros. Brawl is a 2008 crossover fighting video game developed by Sora Limited and published by Nintendo for the Wii, and is the third installment in the long-running series. It was announced at E3 2005 press conference by Nintendo President Satoru Iwata. Masahiro Sakurai, director of the previous two games in the series, assumed the role of director at Iwata's request. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and Super Smash Bros. For 3DS, colloquially known as Smash 4, is a group of two 2014 crossover fighting video games developed by Bandai Namco Studios and Sora Limited. This game was also published by Nintendo for the Nintendo 3DS and Wii U video game consoles. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess is a game made for the Wii that released on the exact same day as the Wii. It is one of the many games in the Zelda franchise which is in the puzzle adventure genre. This game was initially revealed for Nintendo's previous console, the GameCube, but the launch of the game lined up with the release of the Nintendo Wii, so it was released for the GameCube 1 month after it came out on Wii. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is an action-adventure game developed and published by Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch and Wii U. It was first revealed at E3 2014 and was said to be releasing in 2015. But after constant delays, the release of the game lined up with the Nintendo Switch launch, so like Twilight Princess, it was launched on the Wii U and Switch the exact same day. Wara Wara Plaza. This is the name of the plaza that you load into after you pick a user on the Wii U. It showed other players' Miis running around and showing what games they were playing and Miiverse posts according to those games. Why the Wii U failed. When the Wii U was first revealed in 2011, people were just confused about what it even was. The way that they promoted it made it seem like that it was just an accessory for the Wii. It was so bad that they have to re-reveal the game in 2012. The third-party support was underwhelming and the power of the console was worse than the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. Also, the advertising was seen as dumb and cringe, especially with all the children in it. That is, if you even saw them. Wii 2 rumors. With the massive success of the Wii, many people thought that a Wii 2 might come out. Wii Connect 24. Wii Connect 24 allowed the Wii console to use an internet connection to accept data for a variety of services including the news and weather channels, posting messages on the Wii message board, and receiving messages from Nintendo about new Wii features. It was discontinued on the 27th of June 2013, therefore discontinuing every channel and feature that used it. Wii Fit and Wii Fit Plus. Wii Fit is an exercise game with several activities using the Wii Balance Board peripheral. There was a deluxe version, Wii Fit Plus, which added some extra mini-games and allowed you to transfer your data from Wii Fit to Wii Fit Plus. Amiibo. Amiibo was Nintendo's version of the Toys to Life genre that started with Skylanders. The difference is, instead of one game that the figures could only be used for, Amiibo could be used across multiple games on multiple consoles. As the Toys to Life genre died out, Amiibo was the only one left standing. Backwards compatibility. The original launch of the Wii supports GameCube games. You can tell if you can use GameCube games on your Wii is by going to the disc channel and seeing whether the GameCube disc is there. Super Mario Galaxy 1 and Super Mario Galaxy 2. These two games are two of the best selling games for the Wii. You play as Mario going around planets trying to save the Princess Peach. They are both great games. The Internet Channel. The Internet Channel was a service that you could use to surf the internet on your Wii. It hasn't been discontinued, but most web pages now are too powerful for the Internet Channel to handle. The Homebrew Channel. This was a channel created by modders, not Nintendo, which allowed you to use homebrew software such as ASCII Paint and WeChatter, which allows you to chat with other people who use it. The Homebrew channel and any homebrew apps are not made by Nintendo. The Wii U Gamepad. The Wii U Gamepad is the main way to control most functions and games on the Wii U. It has many features such as a touchscreen, 2 analog controls, a D-pad, and a stylus. It was the main way that Nintendo was marketing the Wii U as its own separate thing and tried to entice buyers to actually pick up the console. And that was layer 1. Most of the topics on this layer you probably should have known. Maybe a few that, you might not have been sure of when you first saw it, but now you have a clear explanation of it. But now, as we go deeper into the iceberg, I'll hand it off to my friend who has been studying this layer a lot.
Hello, this is a little bit about me. So my name is Siver. I also go by Siver1F, Siver.F, Siver Foundation, and Froggers. One of them's a little off, you can probably tell. But you should check out my channel. It's cool and awesome, as my friend the Stone would say. And I don't actually do Nintendo stuff on that channel. I might do later if when Splatoon 3 comes out. But I generally play Ravenfield. I also play a few other war games on it. I've actually never played the Wii. Ever. Actually, that's an exaggeration. I have at friends' houses, but I never actually had it myself. I had a 3DS, but never played the Wii. So, yeah, this is all new to me. New Super Mario Bros. Wii disc represents the SNES controller. The way that the characters are placed on the new Super Mario Bros. Wii disc is in the same position as the buttons on the SNES controller in Japan. Mario Kart Wii's Ultra Shortcuts. In Mario Kart Wii, many tracks have unintended shortcuts that the community calls Ultra Shortcuts. Go and watch Summoning Salt's 2 videos on the topic if you want to find out more. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Rumors of fake characters. Back during the build-up to Brawl's release, many rumors plagued boards and playgrounds about who some of the characters in the upcoming game could be. I really want to bring to the attention this image of Mewtwo in subspace. This is very well done for its age, and the person who did it is Japanese, so I won't even attempt to pronounce their name. Just Dance 2020. Yes, this game exists, and the funny thing is, this game didn't even release on the Wii U. We will.
Yeehaw! Howdy, it's me, Cowboy Jet! Come on down to the Mario Kart Emporium!
Bundled with Mario Kart Wii, it was a big marketing point, and one of the main reasons why Mario Kart Wii sold so well. Pooh Fisher. Pooh Fisher is a Wii YouTuber known for being comically loud at Wii games, likes Wii Sports, Wii Sports Resort, and Wii Party. He has gained 2 million subscribers. Beef Boss. This is the main me that Pooh Fisher uses in his videos. Back in the days of me tutorials, Burger was one of the most popular. Nintendo Channel. This channel was free to download from the Me Shop channel. He used Wii Connect 24 to give you news on upcoming Nintendo Wii and 3DS games, and it even had a show called Nintendo Week that went into more detail on the news. It also offered DS demos through DS Download Play. Wii Music. This is one of the most obscure games in the Wii series. The Wii series is games like Wii Sports, Wii Play, and Wii Party. This game is known for not being very good and being, well, Wii Music. Cottage on a private island. Once you have 80 points in Wii Sports Resort's Island Flyover, you are rewarded with a private island with your own house on it. Tom Quinn. Tom Quinn was the one who originally made the pattern for the motion controllers. He pitched the idea to Sony and Microsoft, but they both turned down the offer. When he was talking with Nintendo, they struck a deal, and that's how the Wii came to be. Project Cafe. Project Cafe was the code name given to the Wii U during its development, before it was given the name Wii U. The Me channel theme is not the Wii theme. Stop calling it the Wii theme. Stop. Dolphin. This is the most famous emulator possibly of all time. This emulator allows you to play GameCube and Wii games on your computer, and it has some cool features like widescreen, 4K support, and so much more. Classic Controller / Classic Controller Pro. These two controllers were made to be used with the Virtual Console games, but you can still use them with plenty of other games. These controllers are good because they give you an actual controller instead of using a Wii remote. Wii U Controller Pro. This is a more traditional controller for the Wii U. Some people find it comfortable, others find it absolutely horrendous. Luigi's Death Stare. Everyone Votes channel. This channel was offered for free on the Wii Shop channel. It was a channel that allowed you to vote in yes or no type questions, and you can see what other people voted for. It was cool, but that was basically all that it was. It was discontinued when the Wii Connect 24 ended. Matt the Me. The most famous me ever. Matt is a swordplay and boxing champion, and is the first Mii that you verse in tennis. Because of these things, people are more likely to remember Matt than other Miis. This has led people to memeing him into becoming an almighty god that can destroy universes. Accidents.
You can see right here, I'm getting ready to serve. All I do is throw that ball up in the air, and when oh, jeez, and there goes the tennis racket. I didn't have it on there all.
Many accidents have happened while playing the Wii, many of these coming from not wearing the strap and accidentally letting go of the Wii remote, either hitting someone or breaking your TV. Hell Valley Skytrees. This is the file name of the shadowy figures in Freeze Flame Galaxy in Mario Galaxy 2. This led to many theories about why they were even included in the final game. Many people came to the conclusion that they are most likely placeholders. Placeholders for what? That is for you to imagine. Shovelware. The Wii is super easy to develop for. And with casual demographics of the Wii, no wonder many companies made bad games at low prices to sell. These games are what we call shovelware, and because of this reason, they make up the majority of the Wii's 1,595 games. Throwing the bowling ball backwards. Mii's originated on the Famicom Disk System. When Famicom, which is the Japanese NES, was releasing its disk system, famous Nintendo developer and director Shigeru Miyamoto thought of and made a prototype of a game where you can make your own face. This photo, he should pop it up on screen, is what remains of it. But Nintendo during this time only wanted to make games, not software, so they shut the idea down. But after many other attempts, Miyamoto finally got a version of his idea in the Wii. Nintendo Selects. This is a budget line of re-released titles for the Wii at the price of $30. This started on the Wii but continues on with the 3DS and Wii U. Wii Balance Board. This accessory was made for Wii Fit. Think of it as a set of scales that you could use for your games. Kinect and PlayStation Move. With the success of the Wii, Sony and Microsoft tried to get their own piece of the blueberry pie. Sony didn't focus much on PlayStation Move, but Microsoft doubled down on their Kinect and ultimately set them down a hole that they are still trying to get out of. Reconnect 24. This is a fan project that aimed at reviving the Wii Connect 24, and they have succeeded. Some of the main channels that have been revived are the Check Me Out channel, Nintendo channel, and Everybody Votes channel. Big ups to everyone working on it. Miiverse. Miiverse was a social network for the Nintendo 3DS and Wii U. Miiverse allowed players to interact and share their experiences by way of handwritten messages or drawings, text, screenshots, and sometimes game videos. The service initially launched on Wii U on November 18, 2012, and was later made available for Nintendo DS on December 9, 2013. Miiverse was discontinued on November 7th, 2017 at 10 PM PST. Virtual Wii. The Wii U is backwards compatible with the Wii. You can out-tin your Wii discs, boot up the Wii channel on the Wii U, and you can go into the Wii menu, one-to-one. This is called VWii or Virtual Wii. Retro City Rampage DX Plus and Shakedown Hawaii. Retro City Rampage DX Plus and Shakedown Hawaii were the last two games physically released for the Wii. They were released on Thursday, July 9th at 10 AM Pacific Time. Check Me Out channel. The Check Me Out channel for the Wii allowed players to upload Miis that you created in the Mii channel and also download other people's Miis. There were also competitions, and it was discontinued when the Wii Connect 24 ended. The Wii Mini. The Wii Mini is a console that Nintendo test released in Canada on December the 7th, 2012, and then released in Canada and Europe on March 2013, and finally in North America on November the 17th, 2013. It was a top loader, had no GameCube support, and couldn't connect to the internet. It was a flop, but it did come with a red Wii remote and a nunchuck, and a copy of Mario Kart Wii. Sports Pass. Sports Pass is a feature on the Wii U and 3DS that allowed the console to gain info from Nintendo about updates, new games, and even sales information. Thank you for listening to Section 2 of the Wii and Wii U Iceberg. Now we're going into Section 3.
Hey guys, Stickbug here. Today I'm going to be telling you about Layer 3. Embarrassing dances at Wii Music's announcement. This objectively embarrassing dance happened at the end of Nintendo's E3 2008 press conference. Promotional video for Wario Land, Shake It. Back in 2009 on YouTube, if you saw a promo video for Wario Land Shake It, whenever Wario shook money bags, coins would come out. Some of them would go onto the homepage as well, and whenever something was smashed, the entire video box would shake. Virtual Console differences. In Wii Virtual Console, if you press !1 and Z, you will hear a sound confirming that you've done this correctly. This should activate 240p mode for all VC games that are 240p compatible. One fun fact is that with Super Mario 64 on the Virtual Console, the US version is the original release, but the Japanese version on the Virtual Console is the Shindu version. The difference is that the Shindu version has rumble and patches out the famous backwards long jump. For this reason, speedrunning with the Virtual Console is not recommended. Wii Chess. Wii Chess is a pretty obscure game that released in Europe exclusively and went by a different name in Japan, known as, excuse my pronunciation, Tsushin Taikyoku, World Chess. It's surprising that the game even carried the Wii branding, because it doesn't have Miis or anything that makes it interesting. Wii Family Edition. The Wii Family Edition variant is near identical to the original model, but is designed to sit horizontally. The vertical feet are still present, however. The front labels are rotated, and a stand is no longer included. This also does not support GameCube games. Wii Sports Airplane. Airplane would have been the 6th sport in the Wii launch title Wii Sports. Unfortunately, it was scrapped by the time the final game was released, and bowling and boxing were put in its place instead. This game involved tilting the Wii remote to control a plane around what looked like an early version of Woohoo Island. The main mode of this sport involved flying through either 90 or 140 rings scattered throughout the island before running out of time. Though the game was absent in the final game, it was not forgotten. The sport would finally be added, albeit in a modified form, in Wii Sports Resort. The only footage ever seen of this prototype was at E3 2006. Are we gonna have a problem?
Are we gonna have a problem? You best switch up that attitude. You're playing a dangerous game, boy. The Nintendo 64 Smithy use this. I'm a you up. Jesus!
DVD support. In the disc channel, there is a maximum of 2 discs that can show up normally. The Wii and GameCube discs. But in the Wii files, there is another disc that is just invisible. If you enable it, you'll see that it's a DVD disc. This is implied that DVD support was going to be included, but was scrapped because they wanted to save in costs, and or they would have to pay Dolby for every console sold. Mii speedruns. With speedruns existing since the beginning of video games, it wouldn't be surprising that people would start speedrunning Miis. Some of the more popular categories are Peter Griffin, Lonk, and Matt. Nunchuck. Inspired by the Nintendo 64 controller, the shape of the nunchuck is nearly identical to the handles. This gives players the ability to have a trigger and a joystick, used in many games such as Mario Kart Wii. Wii console-shaped wrist strap. The clasp on the Wii remote wrist strap is shaped like a tiny Wii console. Ninja Breadman Wii. Gameplay of this game was found in the shovelware section. This game is so bad that it and shovelware are hand in hand, to the point where Ninja Breadman is kinda like the mascot of shovelware. Startup Disc. The Wii Startup Disc is a disc containing a firmware upgrade for the Nintendo Wii console, seemingly intended to be shipped with the very first retail Wii units. While the disc ultimately ended up primarily being shipped to stores for use in demo kiosks, some Wiis sold at retail required the disc and did not have it, while an even smaller subset of Wiis sold at retail came with the disc. We might not have the disc, but we did find what the boot up menu looked like, which is what you're looking at right now. And also, we know what the disc's ID is. RAAE. The Wii refuses to boot any disc that had that ID unless it was on the Wii Startup Disc booting screen. Morse code in Wii Sports Resort. In Wii Sports Resort Island Flyover, if you fly under the lighthouse, you'll hear some beeps and boops. This is actually Morse code. If you translate it, you'll find that it says, Morse code takes forever, and it sure does. Netflix channel. Yes, Netflix was available on the Wii. Some of you may find this as a surprise, but I reckon many of you first experienced Netflix on the Wii. Unfortunately, on the 30th of January 2019, it was shut down. Time limits for channels. Originally, Nintendo wanted Wii channels to show a number of things, such as time launched and, one that I find quite interesting, duration. They wanted it so that parents could set time limits on channels, but they never used it. Funnily enough, when the Homebrew channel was first revealed, it was shown with a duration. Also, it's just a little side note, sorry about my microphone quality there, I'm not sure what happened. E3 2006. At E3 2006, Nintendo first showed the original trailers for the Wii. They also revealed the Wii Remote and some games, including Mario Galaxy, Wii Sports, and WarioWare Smooth Moves. Virtual Console. The Virtual Console was a line of downloadable video games for Nintendo's Wii and Wii U. On the Wii, you could get NES, SNES, N64, Sega Genesis, Sega Master System, TurboGrafx 16, Neo Geo, Commodore 64, and even arcade games. And on Wii U, you could get GBA, DS, and Wii games. Get Connected Video Channel. This was a channel that was included in some videos. It was just a promotional video that tells you how to connect your Wii to the internet and what it can do. It was also released on a physical DVD. Mii's in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Nintendo originally wanted to add Mii's to Super Smash Bros. Brawl, but decided against it due to the prospect of bullying in online play. Mii's were added to Smash 4, but you can't use them online. Project M. Project M is a mod for Super Smash Bros. Brawl that changes some of the mechanics in the game to fit more with its predecessor Melee. They added Mewtwo and Roy, new stages, new moves, and was made for competitive play. Further development was ceased in 2015 due to legal threats from Nintendo. Thanks, Nintendo. Can you please start respecting your fanbase and supporters? CTGP Revolution. This is the most infamous Mario Kart Wii custom track pack. More than 150 new custom tracks, over 60 retro tracks from previous games, online play even after WFC shut down via Wimpy, works on Wii and Wii U's VWii mode, convenient Wii channel interface, thousands of users every day, and new game modes like 200cc, Item Rain, and KO mode. Mii's celebrating your birthday. On the Wii U, if you load into Wara Wara Plaza when it's your birthday, the Mii's will run in with their hands up in joy and confetti will fall from the sky, and different music will play. Smash Controller. For Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, Nintendo re-released the original GameCube controller that had been used by competitive Smash players for the past 2 games, and they also made an adapter so you could actually use the controller on the Wii U. For Smash Ultimate, Nintendo did the exact same thing, but this time with a different logo on the controller. The wrist strap controversy. When the Wii first released, Nintendo recommended all users to use the wrist strap, but the original straps were pretty weak. After being sued, Nintendo updated the wrist strap to make it way better. Wii Zapper. This was an accessory bundled in with Link's crossbow training. It was also used for other games. The name Wii Zapper is a reference to the NES Zapper, which was bundled in with the original NES. Cemu. Cemu is an emulator for the Wii U, which, like Dolphin, allowed you to do many things like slow down, up resolution, and many more. And that's all I can do. The Stone will cover the last few entries in this layer. Thanks so much to him for letting me participate in this, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of the video.
Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. This is an Animal Crossing themed amiibo based party game. Fans of the series were expecting a brand new Animal Crossing on the Wii U, so when they saw that they got a bad game instead, out of a decent idea, they got pretty pissed and the game didn't sell well. Wii U Chat. This was an application that allowed you to do video calls with other friends on your Wii U friends lists. But what's the point in doing this when Skype existed during this time if you wanted to be more serious, and if you were just gonna casually talk to your friend in like, I don't know, Colombia or something, you could just use iPhone FaceTime, whatever Android uses. What was the point of this? I don't get it. Why Nintendo? The Wii U Chat shut down along with Miiverse on the 7th of November 2017. Wii Sports NES Golf reference. In Wii Sports, all of the holes are exact replicas of the holes from NES Golf. Yes, this is also the same for the classic holes in Wii Sports Resort. We deleted you. The We Deleted You saga is a creepypasta series telling the story of a mysterious me called Eteled, which is just deleted spelt backwards, who is possessed by the spirit of a former Nintendo employee who had died after his creation.
Hi, I'm Jasper, or I'm better known on the internet, JaspersMug. I've been brought on by the Stone to do layer 4 of the Iceberg. I'm very grateful to have this opportunity to come on to the Stone's channel to invade, you might be able to put it as. If you want to check out my channel, it should be in the description if the Stone's not been a bit of a selfish twat. I do videos very similar to the Stone, such as like Mario Kart Wii and other Nintendo games, so if you checked it out, I'll be greatly appreciated. And you know, while you're there, you could subscribe if you know while you're there. You know what I'm saying. Let's get to the Iceberg. Super Mario Strikers. Super Mario Strikers is the name of a cancelled volleyball wrestling hybrid game that was meant to be developed by Next Level Games, the same studio that created Super Mario Strikers for the Nintendo GameCube and Mario Strikers Charged for the Wii. The game was conceived after the release of Mario Strikers Charged and would have been made for the Wii. Initially going under the working title Mario Volleyball, concepts for the new Mario Sports game projects were being worked on by Next Level in 2006, while Mario Strikers Charged was still in development after the team decided upon the concept development began in 2007. Super Mario Strikers initially started development as a simple volleyball-based game, but as the game was being developed, the team decided to implement mechanics based upon wrestling. Next Level Games tried to combine their knowledge from their previous Mario Soccer games with their experience with wrestling gained from the cancelled WWE Titans Parts Unknown. When Next Level pitched this concept to Nintendo, they rejected the game due to its realistic wrestling moves, going against the Mario franchise's standard of wholesome content. The violence was too realistic compared to other games featuring Mario characters in combat, such as Super Smash Bros. Crossover fighting games, and production of the game ceased in 2007. Next Level Games proceeded to develop another Nintendo game featuring semi-realistic combat-based sports, the Wii version of Punch-Out! Wii Noma, Wii Room in English, was a Japanese exclusive Wii channel operated by Wii Noma Inc. that launched on May 1st, 2009. It is a video-on-demand service made exclusively for the Wii that was officially announced on April 22nd of 2009, and it is a joint venture between Nintendo and advertisement agency Dentsu. Unlike what the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 has to offer, Wii Noma will presumably not have any feature films for some time, but rather family-friendly programs. Wii Keyboard. Since the Wii has 2 USB ports on the back, you can plug any USB keyboard into it and it'll work great for whenever you need to type something out, like naming it me. But Nintendo and Logitech did partner up to make an official branded Wii keyboard that was wireless. Fake safety warnings. So the Japanese Wii instruction booklet safety warnings were very popular for their insanity. Many people passed this off as Nintendo putting every stupid scenario in the safety warning so that they can't get sued. But when I looked up a PDF version of the Japanese Wii manual, there they were. Maybe this entry is referring to people making new safety warnings that are fake, but the ones that you're seeing on screen are real. Demai Channel. The Demai Channel, food delivery channel, was a Wii channel exclusive to Japan. The service allowed users to order food from their Wii console. You could have chosen from a variety of restaurants and then pick your order. Following this, the restaurant closest to you would send your food out for delivery and prepare it. If you didn't know that you're in the mood for it, then you could use the roulette wheel, which would have chosen for you. We are resorting to violence.
New from It's We Are Resorting to Violence for the Nintendo Wii. Includes 12 deaths. Make sure to help them. Use your laser blast as you go head to head in the arena. Watch out for the shark. Shoot your friend in the face with a bow and arrow. And blow the out of everything. As an added bonus inside, we've included a Wii gun. How is this allowed? Rated for everyone dies.
Mario Party 8 slur controversy. In the original release of Mario Party 8, it contained an offensive word for disabled people in the UK, which I will not be saying. This was said by Kamek on the Shy Guy Perplex Express board. The game was recalled, and new versions replaced the word with erratic. Wii Vitality Sensor. The Wii Vitality Sensor is a cancelled accessory for the Wii, announced by Satoru Iwata at E3 in 2009. Not much is known about the Vitality Sensor and how it would have been integrated into video games. It has been suggested by Iwata that it would be used to relax the player, tell them their heartbeat and about their body. Golden Wii. The golden plated Wii is a Wii that was gifted from the game company THQ to the Queen of England. The gift was sent along with a copy of the unreleased game Big Family Games. This gift was made to create awareness of the games given. The hope is that the Queen will try the game and like it, thereby improving public awareness of the game even before the game is released, boosting the sales of the game when it is released. The game, Big Family Games, is a game that had many different mini-games, such as mini golf, bocce, and more. Punch-Out poster in Luigi's Mansion 3. In Luigi's Mansion 3, on floor 8, you'll encounter this hallway that has paintings of various characters. Considering that Luigi's Mansion 3 is developed by Next Level Games, it wasn't much of a surprise to see some references to the company's past titles that it has worked on. As you can see in the images below, there are references to Punch-Out and another one of the Super Mario Strikers game. If you were not aware, Next Level developed the Punch-Out reboot for the Wii back in 2009, and it also put out Super Mario Strikers back in 2005, as well as its sequel, Super Mario Strikers Charged, in 2007. Super Mario Galaxy DS. The Super Mario Galaxy DS legend is an urban legend revolving around the 2007 3D platform game Super Mario Galaxy. In December of 2007, footage surfaced online as an alleged DS port of Super Mario Galaxy that could have been downloaded. According to the claims, players could download this port by collecting every Power Star in the Wii version, as both Mario and Luigi, and then feeding them to a hungry Luma, which would allow players to download it via download play. The DS version supposedly had co-op play with Mario and Luigi, and every Power Star collected in it would count for 10 points on the Wii Shop channel. Eventually, it was revealed that the footage belonged to Pablo Belmont, a well-known creator of Nintendo-themed hoaxes. Big ups to him. He apparently made this for a school project, which is extra impressive. Hopefully, he got good marks. The art of Wii consoles. Canadian citizens were in for a treat as Nintendo teamed up with Magic Pony and Udon Entertainment to bring 6 different Wiis to some lucky entrants. These Wiis are one of a kind, individually painted by 6 different Canadian artists, allowing the winner of one of these Wiis to either laud their deluxe, super unique edition of their friends and family for the rest of their lives, or to sell it on eBay. Candles substituting a sensor bar. The only reason the sensor bar plugs into the Wii is to power the infrared bulbs. Because this is independent of the Wii system, you can easily replace the Wii sensor bar with household items like lit candles. Here's how you do it. Place 2 candles roughly as far apart as the Wii sensor bar is wide. Remote pointer demo obstacle course. Wii Obstacle Course was a tech demo for the Nintendo Wii that was shown off at E3 2006. The demo was created to show how the pointer of the Wii remote can be used. In this case, two Mii characters being controlled by the pointers, with the players having to carefully navigate through an obstacle course to get to the goal. The demo never received any kind of release in the form it is shown in, but judging by the gameplay footage and images, it's safe to assume that the demo was turned into the Pose Me minigame in Wii Play, which was released on December 2nd, 2006 in Japan, December 8th, 2006 in Europe, and finally February the 12th, 2007 in North America. Wheatus. When Dr. Julio Bonis awoke on Sunday morning with a sore shoulder, he could not figure out what he had done. It felt like a sports injury, but he had been a couch potato lately. Then he remembered his new Wii. Bonis, 29, had spent hours playing Nintendo's new video game, Wii Sports, and specifically Wii Sports Tennis. This had caused pain in his shoulder from how he was playing the game. He called it Wheatus. Kirby TV channel. The Kirby channel was a downloadable channel you could download somewhere in 2011 on the Wii Shop channel for free, and it only lasted a few months before not showing any newer Kirby episodes after that time. In July 2021, a service called Stream Network bought this channel back. It works just like it did back in the day. Golf wasn't going to be included in Wii Sports Resort. Okay, the Stone swears he remembers hearing about this. He checked the wiki, several videos on Wii Sports, and he couldn't find anything. But what he does remember is that one of the devs were in an interview and accidentally said that golf wasn't going to be in the game. So when he went back to Japan, he said to the dev team, "We're adding golf now." If you have any concrete evidence of this happening, let us know down in the comments. Korean Wii. Squid Game. The Wii did in fact release in South Korea. It was actually known as the Wii, not the Nintendo Wii. The Korean Wii is mostly based off the Japanese Wii, more than the US or European Wiis. Many Wii games that were released in Korea actually had more simpler names. The most famous of this was Super Mario Galaxy was renamed to Super Mario Wii, not to be confused with New Super Mario Bros. Wii. The Blue Light Mystery. If you load a mod through Revolution, the Wii's disk slot will start glowing and flashing blue. This is because every time a modded code is run, it flashes. So for example, in the Rebalance mod for Mario Kart Wii, the blue light flashes every frame, and the music makes it glow. Wii Speak. Wii Speak is an accessory for the Wii console that allows players to talk with other players around the world, without the need for a headset. The device can be placed near the television, and anyone in the room will be able to talk. If you have this accessory, you are also able to download the Wii Speak channel. Kokechi dolls. When the Miis were first designed, they resemble Japanese Kokechi dolls. They have little funny hats which suggest that they weren't originally going to have hair, or it was that they were a placeholder. Wi-Fi. The closing of the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection impacted all Nintendo DS and Wii games which had online features that were directly using Nintendo WFC, which included Mario Kart Wii. Wim had been analysing the Mario Kart Wii network traffic since November 2012 and had already written a helper tool named MKWii Anna, and so he decided, together with other people, to create Wi-Fi Project, formerly Wii Service Project, to replace Nintendo's servers for Mario Kart Wii and for other games if possible. Mario Kart Wii Mission Mode. Mission Mode is an unused, incomplete game mode presented in Mario Kart Wii. It seems to have been intended to function very similar to Mario Kart DS's Mission Mode, but was ultimately cancelled before completion and hidden away. It is likely that competition/tournament mode, which shares many similarities with Mission Mode, became its replacement. Leftover codes and screens of Mission Mode were discovered by Mr. Bean 35000 VR on August 3, 2017, over 9 years after Mario Kart DS's initial release. Wii Sports Park. This refers to those dumb plastic shells that you can slide your Wii remote into that turn it into a golf club or a Wii gun. These weren't made by Nintendo, they were made by off-brand companies. Also, they add nothing to the game because most of the plastic you don't even feel, so it doesn't feel more realistic, unlike the Wii wheel. Connectivity with DS. The Wii and DS have some connectivity. Some of the more famous examples would be in transferring Pokemon from Diamond, Pearl and Platinum to Pokemon Battle Revolution, which allows you to have high-res Pokemon battles on your Wii. The Wii Remote works as an actual TV remote. Originally in development, you're able to use your Wii Remote as an actual TV remote. There was a Club Nintendo reward for the Universal Remote that would make it look like a Wii Remote, but it doesn't actually function as a Wii Remote, just the shell. Shout out to Bertie64 who had a lot to do with this discovery on some of his topics on this iceberg. So go look at his video on the Wii, it's very interesting and I'm sure you'll find something new. Link to that video will be in the description. Nintendo TV. Nintendo TV is a free television based service on the Wii U which allows users to find programs on Netflix, Hulu Plus and on their cable network. Users can interact with their friends on the community by sharing and commenting on reactions to live moments on the current show. on social networks such as Miiverse and others through the gamepad while they are watching their show on the television screen. Wii U Panorama View. Wii U Panorama View is a gaming experience for the Wii U launched April 26, 2013. It allowed people to buy videos of virtual tours and around different places like Japan. Think of it as Google Maps Street View, but you're moving. Animal Crossing Plaza. Animal Crossing Plaza was a free-to-download communication-based video game for the Nintendo Wii U. It was discontinued and removed by the Nintendo Wii U eShop on December 22nd, 2014. It was created as the first spin-off of the Animal Crossing series, mainly focusing on the New Leaf community and prompting communication between players. It was based on the console's Miiverse feature and the Animal Crossing community within it. A special DLC item, the Shaved Ice Lamp, was released in New Leaf to commemorate its release. Wii Street U. Google Street View, powered by Google, is a game where you can step into Google Street View. You can view a 360-degree view of Google Map streets of worldwide locations using the Wii U gamepad motion controls. Type an address or location into the gamepad, touchscreen and explore, or instantly travel to over 70 hand-picked locations around the globe. Register and post your favorite locations on Miiverse. Capture and share photos to view them in Wii Street U, and share your comments with others. Loadine. Loadine is a wrapper for the Wii U games on SD cards. The reason for a decrypted Wii U game being called a Loadine version is that it's the most common way of playing Wii U games that have already been decrypted. Yep, I definitely got all of that. I'm using tilt controls. The phrase comes from the Mario Kart game Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U and its enhanced support for the Switch, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, where it is one of the preset messages players can use while waiting for a race to start in online matches. In the game, a player can opt to steer their car by tilting their controller. However, this is generally considered as inferior and less precise methods to play. It is also more specific compared to other preset messages, leading players to spam it in the waiting area of games. Pikmin's transferring your data from your Wii. When you transfer your Wii data from your old Wii to a new Wii, a little animation shows Pikmin carrying your save data over to the new console. Very cute. Wii U Sports is Awesome. Wii U Sports is Awesome is a video uploaded by Smash back in 2012. It's based on the reality where the Wii U was for more mature audiences, and therefore Wii U Sports had Wii U Gladiator, Wii U Mud Wrestling, and Wii U Juggling Chainsaws. The stone didn't tell me to say this, but I'm gonna say anyway. Personally, I love this video. Wii Viewer. Wii Viewer is an American YouTuber from San Diego, California, known for his reviews on games for the Nintendo Wii, Wii U, Virtual Console, and Nintendo Switch. He primarily covers third-party games, but every once in a while he will do a review on a major first-party game. He has gained around 52,000 subscribers. Project Hammer. Project Hammer, listed initially as Hammerman, was a beat-em-up video game that included Nintendo software technology was developing for the Wii. The team's other projects included Metroid Prime Hunters, 1080 Degree Avalanche, and Wave Race Blue Storm. Project Hammer was originally announced at E3 2006. No information regarding the game has been released to the public or media since the game's original announcement. Rumors began circulating in mid-June 2007 that the game was not going to be released, and that the development team had gone to work on other video games. Nintendo confirmed at E3 2007 that development was on hold. This 144p footage is all the video that remains. Mario Kart channel Wii Fit / Wii Fit Plus channel. The Mario Kart channel was a downloadable channel that allowed access to special game modes related to the game's use of Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, such as tournaments, ghost races, and friend code registration. You can also look at your time trial ranking compared to your friends, national or global. The channel can be downloaded in the Wii menu and can be accessed without having the Mario Kart game disc inserted in the Wii. However, the disc must be present in order to participate in a race or tournament. The Wii Fit channel allows Wii Fit users to perform BMI tests with the Wii balance board, as well as view their progress on several graphs that can contain data. Users are unable to perform trainings from the channel, and they need to go to the Wii Fit game itself. YouTube channel. The YouTube channel lets users stream videos on their Wii, log in to view their playlists, favorites, and uploaded content, and set up a safety mode to avoid inappropriate content. The YouTube channel requires an internet-connected device, such as a phone or computer, to log in, after which it will only log in and out of that one account until the channel's saved data is deleted. In addition, its simplistic interface does not allow for ratings of videos, posting or viewing comments, reading video descriptors, or viewing video annotations, nor does it let users access individual users' channels. In addition, videos will automatically play the next related video once finished. Newer Super Mario Bros. Wii. Newer is a full unofficial sequel to the new Super Mario Bros. Wii game, crafted over the span of 3 years by a team of devoted Nintendo fans. Playable legally on any homebrew-enabled Wii, no piracy hardware mods needed. This comes from the official Newer website. New Super Mario Bros. Me. New Super Mario Bros. Me was a game shown at E3 2011 for the Wii U. It was meant to show how the classic of a Nintendo brand could fit in the new console. It is based on New Super Mario Bros. Wii and contains new levels, as well as the option for players to use their Miis, but it eventually became New Super Mario Bros. U.
Over the course of making this Iceberg video, the Iceberg has been updated several times, starting from around 180 entries to 211, so that means that layers that I did earlier had entries added to them, which I'm just going to be going over now, and some that we thought should be on the Iceberg. And with the Iceberg also being updated, how it looked also changed, and because now it's so big, I had to go from scrolling from left to right, from up to down in later parts of the Iceberg. So if you see the Iceberg, looking any different, now you know why. Forgotten Wii logos. During the Wii's development, they had to go through many different logo designs. Feel free to pause the video right now and just stare at some of the beauties that Nintendo missed out on. Netflix disc. Before the Netflix channel, there was a Netflix channel disc. This existed because Netflix had a partnership with Xbox to have their instant streaming. So for Nintendo and Sony, they ended up having to have a separate disc they had to put into the console for it to work. Why didn't this violate the contract that Xbox had with Netflix? Well, it's simple. Putting a disc into a console isn't instant. You have to get a disc first. You don't just have to go in and do it. So when the contract ended with Xbox, that's when the Netflix channel started to exist. Wii message board. This is the right circle in the bottom right hand corner of the Wii menu. You can send messages to people in your Wii friend book. This also receives messages from games like Mario Galaxy and Mario Kart Wii, and Nintendo would notify users about updates through the channel as well. Every day, you can also see how many hours you spent in certain games and applications. This was sort of a predecessor to Spot Pass on the 3DS. Zombie U. Zombie U is a 2012 first-person survival horror game developed by Ubisoft and published by Ubisoft exclusively for the Nintendo Wii U. It was formerly known as Killer Freaks from Outer Space and is a reboot of Ubisoft's first game, Zombie. It was released on November the 18th in North America, November 30th in Europe and Australia, and December 8th in Japan as a launch title. Mario Party 8, 9, and 10. These were games that were released on the Wii and the Wii U, Mario Party 8 being on the Wii, and Mario Party 9 and 10 on the Wii U. Mario Party 8 was seen as the last good Mario Party until Mario Party Superstars. 9 and 10 both used a car system that people didn't really like, and in the car, everyone would have to move together, making a lot of fans angry and wanting a real Mario Party. Donkey Kong Country Returns / Tropical Freeze. After Rareware, the company that made the original Donkey Kong Country games on the SNES, was bought out by Microsoft, Nintendo didn't really know what to do with Donkey Kong. They put him in a bunch of mediocre at best titles, until Nintendo put Retro Studios on deck to create a new Donkey Kong game, that being Donkey Kong Country Returns, that ended up being hugely successful, and so they made a sequel, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze for the Wii U. NES Remix 1 and 2. The game is a collection of minigames based around classic NES games. players are given challenges based around stages from various NES titles, but altered for an extra challenge. For example, there was a challenge whereby the player must help Mario get to the flagpole in Super Mario Bros. Stage 2-3, or avoiding Cheep Cheeps and bottomless pits while the computer constantly makes Mario run to the right. Since Mario cannot stop, the challenge is in timing the jumps. Since the original was so well received, man, I hate saying words, but this game was so good that Nintendo ended up making a sequel with more NES titles called, as you might have guessed, NES Remix 2. Nintendo Land. Nintendo Land is a launch title for the Wii U. Described as a virtual theme park, the game features 12 amusement park style minigames, each based off a Nintendo franchise. The game's focus is to introduce players to the different types of experiences and concepts possible with the Wii U gamepad. Many games are multiplayer and built around a asymmetrical gameplay, where the player with the gamepad has a different experience than those playing with Wii remotes. The host and tutorial character for the game is Monitor, a female robot. In North America, Europe, and Oceania, Nintendo Land comes packed in with the Wii U Deluxe set. It is also sold as a standalone product where players can buy it if they just have the basic set. It was removed from the Nintendo eShop in North America on November 10, 2013 and was re-added on the 26th of August 2016.
Hi, I'm Nosurname. Stone invited me to help on this project, and as a Wii owner of 11 years, I was quite excited. Aside from this, I do a rather mismatched assortment of content ranging from screaming and crying. Anyways, let's start here. Me used to catch a criminal. In 2009, the cops in the Kanagawa area of Japan put pictures up of a criminal's me for the public to try to recognize. Thomas Game Docs has a really good video on it if you want to watch that. Photo Channel 1.0 Restoration Program. This was nothing more than a way for Japanese Wii players to restore the Wii Photo Channel's first version. Cheddar Cheese. One hell of a strange prototype controller for the Wii. It had a massive star-shaped button smack in the center with 3 little buttons around it. Nintendo decided that this controller wouldn't work for their big franchises, so it was scrapped. The development team nicknamed it Cheddar Cheese. M&M's games. There were a lot of M&M's games that were released on the Wii. One of the most famous, or rather infamous ones, was M&M's Kart Racing, a poorly made kart racer featuring your favorite M&M's such as red or yellow. Do more research at your own risk. The Gyropod. The Gyropod was one of the first controllers designed for the Wii. It was meant to be a fairly standard controller that would have the right handle detached to make it more similar to the Wii remote that we know today. It's cool to note that only the right handle would be known as the Gyropod. The Wii was going to be a GameCube add-on. In a patent made by Nintendo in 2006, the GameCube was going to have an accessory where you could put a receiver into one of the GameCube's controller ports and use a remote that looked kind of like the Wii remote in GameCube games. The example that Nintendo used was Mario Power Tennis. The Wii. Reddit user Tools and Chains posted the pinnacle of off-brand game consoles to the r/crappy off-brand subreddit, The Wii. This was obviously made to try and capitalize off the success of the Wii. We don't know who made it or what it did, and I'm sad to say I can't find it for sale. Sonic Wildfire. Sonic Wildfire was the original name of Sonic and the Secret Rings. Sega officially announced Sonic Wildfire at the Electronic Entertainment Expo 2006. When it was shown next, it was called Hypersonic. After that, for the next few trailers, it was known as Sonic Wildfire. Wii Me. Wii Me was a short video made by Zerkaz in June of 2008. It features 2 boys sitting down on a couch. The older one makes a me of the younger one, and after that, the younger one is controlled by the Wii remote. This video currently has 1.8 million views. The Doctor Who controller. This weird looking thing is an actually functional Wii remote based off of the sonic screwdrivers from the show Doctor Who. And like all other Wii remotes, it supports nunchucks and classic controllers. It's pretty amazing. Starlight Fun Centers. The Starlight Fun Center, known as the Fun Center in the UK, is a series of units made by the Starlight Children's Foundation and Nintendo to bring their consoles to hospitals. The Wii version consists of the Wii console, TV, and DVD player that can be transported easily through the hospital grounds. SNES, Nintendo 64, GameCube, Wii, Wii U, and Switch versions have also been made. The Donkey Kong Country Virtual Console. Back in November of 2012, Nintendo removed the Donkey Kong Country series from the Wii's Virtual Console. This heinous act was never publicly addressed or explained, but those games did return on the Wii U in 2014. Nintendo on TV no Tomo Channel G Guide. Hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Anyways, the TV no Tomo Channel G Guide was a Japan-exclusive Wii channel that used the G Guide from IPG to let you browse the TV guide. You could also use your Wii remote as a TV remote, rate programs, send out alerts via an email or text to remind yourself that a program is starting, and even use a stamp to mark programs that interest you. HAL Laboratory, best known for making games in the Super Smash Bros. And Kirby franchises, helped in making this channel. Piston Honda reading a Sailor Moon manga. Boundary Break put together a video showcasing some of the best finds they've ever discovered in games. And the discovery they gave the #1 spot is well worth a post on its own. They manipulated the camera in Punch-Out Wii to see what Piston Honda was reading between rounds, and it turns out he's a Sailor Moon fan. You can never see this camera angle in-game, so I guess Nintendo felt it was okay leaving behind in the final version. Totaka's Song and Wii Sports and Wii Music. Totaka's Song is a simple 19-note and 8-bar melody that Nintendo sound designer Kazumi Totaka is known for inserting in titles that he works on. Here it is. Despite it being in just about everything he's ever worked on, it is yet to be found in Wii Sports and Wii Music. For a while, people thought that the sound of the tennis ball hitting the racket in Wii Tennis all strung together made Totaka's Song, but it isn't confirmed. What do you think? Glee Wii. The Glee Wii was a Nintendo Wii signed by the cast of the television show Glee that included a copy of Glee Karaoke Revolution, Wii Sports, and Wii Sports Resort. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword Save Data Update channel. This channel came into fruition after Nintendo became aware of the infamous Song of the Hero glitch in Skyward Sword, a bug that can completely softlock the game. This channel was first announced when Nintendo confirmed this glitch on their official website, where they then stated, quote, "We will be releasing an online patch in order to fix this bug. Those who do not have access to the internet will need to send their copies of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, their SD card with Skyward Sword save data on it, or their Nintendo Wii system to our customer service." Mii's killed on Nintendo Wii. This video was made by Silent Entertainment in January of 2009. In it, a man playing on his Wii goes to the Mii channel only to discover that one of his Miis is passed on. Then some radicalized Miis come to kill his other 2 Miis in cold blood. This video currently sits at around 3 million views. Pilot Wings Wii. Factor 5's Pilot Wings Reboot was an open-world game originally developed for the GameCube that ended up on the Wii. Factor 5 experimented with head tracking glasses that affected what was displayed in relation to the player's position, giving the illusion of real death within the display. The game started out with a more serious tone, but gradually became more casual like past Pilot Wings games. Factor 5 later made the project its own IP, developing it under the title Wii Flight, then Wii Fly, then ultimately Wii Fly, spelled W-E this time since it wasn't an official Nintendo developed game. This excerpt comes from Unseen64, go check them out. The U-Draw Game Tablet. The U-Draw Game Tablet is a graphics tablet accessory from THQ released on the Nintendo Wii in 2010 and the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 the following year. The device was to be a drawing tablet for the Wii where you could use a stylus pen to draw or interact with certain objects in-game through the use of the tablet's pressure-sensitive drawing surface. This of course flopped, and it was the reason that THQ went bankrupt. Icarus. Icarus was the working title for an attempted Kid Icarus revival project in development at Factor 5 Inc. for the Nintendo Wii. The game was a rather unique take on a third-person shooter with flight combat elements that was developed between March of 2007 and March of 2008, when Nintendo eventually decided not to move forward with the project. Humans in the Check Me Out channel. In the unused graphics of the Check Me Out channel, there are some textures of some humans from the NintendoWare SDK, a tool that third-party developers can use to make their games for Nintendo systems. GC Next. GC Next is Next Generation Elevator Company. Yeah, I don't think that's what this entry is referring to. I feel like it's in reference to something with the GameCube, but if you know what it is, comment down below. Meme Run. Meme Run is an endless runner created by American indie developer Ninja Pig Studios for the Wii U console's eShop service. The game features extensive use of internet memes. For example, the player character is a stick figure with a troll face for a head, and the levels are made up of Lenny faces. The game was designed to appeal to both hardcore and casual audiences, but has been widely criticized both before and after its release for its perceived low quality. The game was removed from the Nintendo eShop on March 3rd, 2015 by artist Carlos Ramirez due to unlicensed use of the troll face by the developers. Wii Sports Resort and Elemental. This is probably not what it's referring to, but on December 9th, 2020, Reddit user Polybox Games posted to the r/Oculus subreddit about a sneak peek at their Wii Sports Resort VR remake. So far, development is going pretty well. If you know what the original entry is referring to, comment down below. Early Wii U gamepad. Leading up to the launch of the Wii U, Nintendo released early pictures of the Wii U and its prototypes, as well as much of their thinking behind the original concept. Information on these prototypes was released to help sell the concept as well as give a unique look behind the scenes to Nintendo customers. The Wii U actually started out as a prototype of the Wii Zapper accessory with an LCD screen. This prototype was so well received by the designers at Nintendo that the next logical step was to start attaching Wii remotes to the sides of the aforementioned LCD screen. Unused options for the Wii U. There are some unused early app icons in the official appicon.szs folder for the Wii U. One of the most interesting ones is Wii Karaoke U, whose icon being here suggests that it was going to be built in like the Wii systems. Big shout out to the cutting room floor, go make sure to check out them. The Wii was indirectly the reason why the Wii U failed. With the Wii being as popular as it was, people were less likely to buy a Wii U. The casual audience of the Wii mostly saw it as an expensive accessory to their already perfectly fine console. So what can we learn from this? Just because you make a sequel to something popular doesn't mean that it will be an instant success. Sports Pack for Revolution. The internal file name for Wii Sports is Sports Pack for Revolution. That means that when you try to rip the game files and load them through something like USB Loader GX, it'll use the internal file name ignoring the file name. The Metroid Prime 3 Preview Channel. The Metroid Prime 3 Preview Channel was launched by Nintendo on August 10th, 2007 in North America and August 15th, 2007 in PAL regions. It was removed from the Wii Shop channel just 4 months later on December 22nd of 2007 for PAL and December 31st, 2007 in North America. The entire channel was wiped and replaced with a message saying, Metroid Prime 3 Preview has expired, and suggested that users delete the channel. Before it was deleted, the channel had a total of 10 gameplay previews. The BBC iPlayer channel. The BBC iPlayer was a UK exclusive channel downloadable via the Wii Shop channel that allowed streaming of the BBC channels. It was discontinued in 2013 alongside Wii Connect 24. Today and Tomorrow channels. The Today and Tomorrow channel was a Wii channel that allowed users to view fortunes of up to 6 Miis across 5 categories, being love, work, study, communications, and money. The channel also featured a compatibility test that compared 2 Miis and gave lucky words that must be interpreted by the user. The channel uses Mii birthdate data, but users must input a birth year when they are loaded into the channel. It was initially released in 2008 in Japan and the rest of the regions the following year, except for North America. The Digicam Print channel. The Digicam Print channel was a Japan-exclusive one made by Fujifilm and Nintendo that let you take pictures from the photo channel and order products like photo albums and business cards with them. The Batman Arkham Asylum Wii port. Redfly worked on several Wii prototypes that never got developed into full games, including a version of Arkham Asylum that was most likely not made because of 2 reasons. 1. The Wii wasn't powerful enough to make a version of that game that Red Flag would be proud of. 2. They would have to force in motion controls into Batman. Let that one sink in. Project Giant Robot. Project Giant Robot is a cancelled Wii U game and tech demo developed by Nintendo and headed by Shigeru Miyamoto. The game was originally revealed at E3 2014 alongside fellow demo Project Guard, with a launch window set during the first half of 2015. However, the game was not released during that time and was later revealed to be delayed indefinitely. Shigeru Miyamoto later commented in an interview in March of 2016 that it had not yet been decided that Project Giant Robot should even be a full game. Regardless, the title continued to show up in Nintendo's earnings releases as an upcoming title for the Wii U up until the fourth quarter of 2016 when it was finally removed. When asked why, Nintendo responded that, quote, "We made this decision after considering our overall product and development strategy." Fire Emblem Wii. Fire Emblem Wii was an experimental Fire Emblem title that was in development after the release of Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. This game was completely unknown until several years after it was cancelled, where it was shown in the Making of Fire Emblem, the 25th Anniversary Development Secrets, Awakening and Fates. Battle Me and Chase Me. Battle Me and Chase Me are demos of Wii U technology featuring Mii characters. Both would later be turned into Nintendo Land games, Metroid Blast and Mario Chase respectively. Sadness. Have you ever felt lonely when playing the Wii? Think about it. The Wii menu feels so empty. The floating disc in the disc channel sits quietly, waiting for you to put something in. It feels like the Miis are just sitting there in purgatory. They have nowhere to run, just more white. The only reason they are made is to be forced to kart race or play basketball. Do they even have rights? Next time you're playing the Wii, you'll think about it.
NNGC. NNGC, or Nintendo Next Gen Game Console, also referred to as Next Gen or simply NG, was the internal codename for the Wii project before Revolution or RVL name was decided on. It is referenced in various places, including the names of the NDEV USB drivers and game files of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. It has been theorized that the NDEV's full name is NNGC Dev. The name was first seen in late 2003 during the earliest planning documents for the system. The Mii Universe Theory. This is a theory posed by a deleted user on the Game Theorist subreddit, which tries to connect all the games in the Mii series like Wii Sports, Miitopia, and the World of Light game mode in Smash Ultimate. It is split into many different eras like the Fantasy era, the Modern era, and the Futuristic era. This theory is very interesting, and I will leave a link to it in the description. Bulletin Board Channel. In the Nintendo Giga Leak of 2020, when many of the source codes of Nintendo games were leaked, the internal menu of the Wii was one of them, and leakers found a new channel called the What's New channel, which is internally known as the Bulletin Board Channel. It looks like this could be used to see announcements from all of your games, like Animal Crossing telling you that KK Slider is performing, and things like that. Of course, this is all speculation, so if you have some different thoughts about what the Bulletin channel could be used for, leave it down in the comments, I'll be interested to see. V-09. I'm gonna be honest, I cannot find anything on this, but here's one cool thing. On the Iceberg image itself, each entry has a different color on it, which means something different, and the V-09 has a red color, which means unused, lost, or cancelled content. So with all that information, you guys in the comments, go wild. Cancelled Bob Ross game. There was going to be a Bob Ross game being developed by MTV, which would have been perfect, but the only thing that we know about it is the title, Bob Ross Painting, which on Metacritic, to this day, still says that it's a working title. But in 2006, MTV said the game is not cancelled and quote, "There's no way we couldn't do a game because everybody wants one badly." The Wii Phone. On the 20th of April 2008, YouTube user Mr. Adam Dude uploaded a famous video called Future Gen Consoles Wii 2, PS4, Xbox 720, with the consoles being spelt wrong, which I just find hilarious. This video is the best example of old YouTube. It was made in Windows Movie Maker with let the bodies hit the floor as the music and it just screams my dad works at Microsoft energy. The Wii phone is the most well-known console in this video, but everything else in the video is just hilarious. Beta Wii menu. In a press conference in 2006, Nintendo showed off the Wii menu and it is noticeably different from what we got. The two standout things are the forecast and news channel. I don't know why, but I just like the beta news channel more than what we actually got, and it seems like the forecast channel would show you the weather on the Wii menu without you having to click on it. Wii Dare. Wii Dare was an interesting game to say the least. It was developed by Ubisoft and released in 2011. Trailers of the game showed spanking, kissing, and other activities. Of course I won't show the commercial here because I think that will get me demonetized. But the game had an E for everyone rating in America and it got so much backlash that the game never released over there. But it did end up releasing in Europe with a PEGI 12 rating, and in Australia it was given a PG rating and a parental discretion sticker. We Want More. The We Want More service was a fake service which came from a website that pretended to be a Nintendo press release. The service would have had DLC or downloadable content for the Wii for games like Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart Wii, but the Wii's internal storage is really small and the Wi-Fi on the Wii was really bad as well, so there was no way that DLC could even work on the Wii. Sport V. The Sport V is a bootleg knockoff version of the Wii. It was manufactured by Junglesoft and it was originally released in China in 2007. The V was not intended to be a 7th generation console like the Wii, and was intended to be a part of the market of inexpensive consoles with built-in games. Manga Channel Hoax. From what I can find, this was going to be a part of the We Know Ma, which is what we talked about a while ago, but many fandom wikis have no information of the We Know Ma channel having any manga, so I guess the hoax started off as a joke and it spread. Wii Relax. Wii Relax is a cancelled Wii exclusive game. It was filed as a trademark but never released, and was speculated to be software for the Wii Vitality sensor. Wii U Zapper. In the original trailer for the Wii U, it shows an accessory that was never released that looks like a Wii Zapper. The game shows you looking at different windows and shooting Miis. Kind of a weird concept. Manhunt 2 is a murder simulator controversy. The controversy surrounding Manhunt 2 began 2 days after its announcement, before any footage or information on the game had been released. The initial topic of discussion was the fact that the first game had been inaccurately connected to a murder in the UK. And with that, people thought it was a murder simulator. Set Personal Data Channel. The Set Personal Data Channel is a hidden channel only present on Japanese Wiis. That's all we know about it. All features from the channel that we do know about ended up being just thrown into Wii system settings. Love Film Instant Channel. Love Film was a United Kingdom based provider of DVD by mail and streaming video on demand in the UK, Sweden, Norway, Denmark and Germany. And yes, it did have its own channel on the Wii in 2012 and it shut down in 2014. Lost NSFW Super Smash Bros. And Smash 4 mods. With mods being popular for both of these games, NSFW mods definitely exist, but many got deleted, so a lot of them are lost to time. But there is a possibility that people still have these lost mods, but they just don't know. Wii Woo. As part of Nintendo's push for online services on the Wii, one of the many applications they made was the now offline Wii Woo, which would contact emergency services immediately upon startup. Nintendo stated it only used a real Wii emergency, and if you couldn't tell, all of that was just one big joke, and what I just said was just quoted from just a parody, lost and cut and obscure content Twitter account. Cartoon Network Backlot Party. Cartoon Network Backlot Party was a cancelled party game for the Nintendo Wii and Nintendo 3DS. The game was developed by Game Machine Studios and to be published by Little Orbit. It was originally slated for a 2015 release before information about the game halted, implying the game to be cancelled. Other Wii creepypastas. Now, We Deleted You might be the most famous Wii creepypasta, but there are many more out there on creepypasta.com, but most of them are old and bad, like We Are Twisted for example, so do more research at your own risk. Hold your Wii for Wii. Now this entry dives into some deeper topics that might be uncomfortable for some viewers, like death and other things like that, so if you want to, you can skip this entry by going to the timestamp on your screen right now, but if you're still here, let me tell you the story of Hold Your Wii for Wii. Jennifer Strange, aged 28, was found dead in her home after participating in KDND's 107.9's competition called Hold Your Wii for Wii, where participants try to hold as much fluid in their body as possible so that they could win a Nintendo Wii. Jennifer ended up drinking more than 1.5 gallons of water and holding it in for 3 hours. Other contestants said it was very painful and they were very surprised seeing that Jennifer could hold it in for that long. During the challenge, Jennifer said that she was doing it for her kids to make them happy the holiday season. And the fact that she had to die doing this is very sad. KDND, why did you even think of this challenge? Why did you think it was a good idea? Now I know this happened a long time ago, but still, this is very sad. My heart goes out to Jennifer Strange's family, who is still dealing with this several years later. Now I thought it would make sense to leave this entry as the last one, because I swear to God it has been keeping me up all night for like weeks now, just thinking all of the possible things that could have happened if Microsoft or Sony accepted the motion control idea. Like, would this Iceberg even exist? Would Microsoft or Sony really delve deeper into the motion control idea? Or would they just have it off to the side as just a separate option for families? And if they did accept it, what would happen to Nintendo? Nintendo with the Wii pushed them up. It sold as a lot of consoles. And Nintendo is in the position they are now because of the Wii, you know, putting them more into the spotlight. What would happen? Would Nintendo still be around? Or would they be like Sega, having the Wii U fail on them? Well, would the Wii U even exist without the Wii? Would Nintendo succeed that generation? Would they succeed in the next one? I'm going mad thinking about this. And now you guys have to sit in bed wondering about this as well. Would Nintendo be a Sega and then outsource all their publishing? They would have to make their own games from Microsoft and Sony. Imagine Mario on a PlayStation. Imagine Kirby on an Xbox. That just sounds wrong. Imagine Mario Party on PC. That'd be pretty nice. But still, would Nintendo act the same way now? If they didn't have the Wii? I mean, you think about it. Think about all the things that Nintendo has done because of the Wii. They wouldn't have the Miis. Xenoblade Chronicles, pretty good game, wouldn't exist. Wii Sports, Mii channel, those songs, you would not know them. In an alternate universe where this happened, I would not want to be there. Oh man, I know this entry has gone on for a long time, but it really puts you into perspective about the universe. And I know this is a really profound thing coming from an entry on a Wii and Wii U Iceberg, but thinking about what if that happened in a parallel universe, which I don't know whether they exist or not, probably not, that just sounds too out there, but what if in a parallel universe that happened? And does that mean that parallel universes might exist? I don't know. This is just all the things that I have just thought about in my bed before going to sleep. This is just getting too out of control. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my sanity. I need to end this video now. Hey, it's really over, isn't it? I spent the last 2 months working on this video while making other videos on the side, and it's finally over. I finally finished it. all before Christmas. Now, when you see this, it will be 1 year since I released my first proper non-short video. And it's been a magical ride on YouTube. And I thought, for my 1 year, I want to do an Iceberg video. So over the past 2 months, I made this video. I'm finishing it on the 24th of December. And it was a magical experience. I want to thank Siver, Stickbug, Jasper, Melody, all those people that helped work on it. I want to thank Zach Zico. He was supposed to do the intermission, but he couldn't really do it. I still want to give a big shout out to him. You know, he's a really good guy. You should go subscribe. I also want to thank Sunflower, probably the biggest Iceberg creator on YouTube, who actually responded to my DMs. I slid in there successfully. You helped me so much in the creating of the thumbnail, which hopefully should have worked. And you just really helped me keep going. I just want to thank you so much. For anyone who got to the end, you know, it is a real slug trying to get through like over an hour of Wii and Wii U content, and I'm surprised you even made it here. So with that, I'll see you later next year. See ya.